Every day since the fight.
If you were to fight him tomorrow, what would you do different?
That's a good question.
I'd make the fight really boring.
That's what me and him. That's what me and him were saying, though.
Welcome back to another episode of And Still. Thank you all for viewing, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Click that red button. The best is yet to come. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia, joined by our co-host, Nelson Garcia. And today's special guest is a personal friend, an undefeated professional boxer signed by Matchroom Boxing Promotions. He's a highly spoken about prospect in the super lightweight division, standing at a big 5 foot 11 inches tall with a record of 6-0 and one with 2 knockouts. We have Aaron Alien King Aponte.
You already know, baby.
Yes,
What
sir.
up, bro?
Shit, baby.
What's up?
The champ.
You messed it up. It's 6 foot. 6 foot.
Oh, it's 6 foot.
Bro, this guy, bro.
You taking away that 1 inch.
Yeah, you take off the 1 inch, bro.
It makes a big
It's crazy.
difference.
Hey, how hot was you in your last fight when it said fight 10?
Shit, I was like, oh my God, bro.
You're not fight 10.
All the girls are going to see this. I'm stuck. I'm stuck with 5'10" now.
Nah, you're a solid 5'11". You don't be talking shit. Now with the high heels, you can say
You can't change it anymore? It's official, right?
Nah, he can
What?
change.
I mean, you're still
What do you mean?
21. But yeah, I grew an inch.
Yeah, I can grow. I
fine,
can grow.
yeah.
Shit.
Technically.
I think you did go. He looked pretty big
Yeah.
when he got here today. He looked tall.
I think it were the boots that he had on.
Yeah, bro. Nah, those are not boots. Those are high heels, dog. You came with high. What up, Aaron? How you
It's
doing,
good.
bro?
I'm chilling.
Man, it's been a long time
Happy to
coming,
be
bro.
Yeah, my dog was supposed
Finally.
to be my first guest, but I mean, I don't know. He ended up being like the fourth.
You know, I had a couple things to sort out. You know.
Nah, you
I'm
good,
just kidding.
brother.
I'm just
You
kidding.
good.
Cool, though. We finally got you here, champ.
Yeah.
It'll be a
The
nice
house, my dog.
episode.
Oh, I was
Wait,
thinking like that.
what happened there? I was awkward. Hey, what the fuck was that?
Nah, because last time I went like this with Oven, he dropped the mic, the whole thing fell. I didn't want you to do all that.
Is that he's nervous that you're here, you know? You might give him a quick one,
I mean,
two.
bro, I've been down to have my boy here,
Yeah, no,
bro.
it's
Now
been-
he came, you know.
I feel.
So, bro, man, I want to go back to the beginning a little bit with you.
beginning, baby.
Not
That's
too
crazy.
much, because you solidified. You good, but I wanna go back to the beginning, man. You started training with Angel Espinosa, one of the best amateur boxers to ever live. You and I both know that. You were like 10 years old.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace, bro.
Yes, sir.
How much credit do you and your dad and your team now, Mike and your dad, how much credit do you guys give Angel Espinosa for your footwork and your boxing abilities that you have today?
I mean, he really set down the whole foundation, really. He taught me how to move my feet, how to throw my first punches. He taught me how to throw punches. He taught me everything, really, essentially in the beginning.
Yeah.
My dad really just, worked on top of what he started. But really, he set the whole foundation of, my entire boxing style.
So I want to jump in on that. And I'm going to say something that I think that when your dad views this, he's going to agree with me a lot. Angel Espinosa was one of the greatest amateur boxers, like I said, literally. Punching power, boxing skills, all of that. He taught you to a certain limit, right? All there is to know about Cuban boxing and the throwback stuff, right? I feel like your dad, what he did was he got where Espinosa finished off with you, and he ran with what he taught you and implemented the new style, the new games of boxing today, which is very important in today's boxing, because it's not like back in the day, which it was all, cardio. Now you got to be strong. You got to have those little things, the punching power and all those things. And I feel like your dad implemented all those things, how to develop that left hook and how to develop the professionalism inside of you, because, amateur boxing and professionalism are two different things. And I think your dad has done a good job in, taking you that route to being a good professional boxer.
Yeah, my dad is definitely a student of the game. He's always
Right.
watching boxing, always studying, always figuring out ways to make me and all of his other boxers better. He's always looking for what's new, what's relevant, what's not relevant. And he really started off with Angel Espinosa, learning off of him. And then he started implementing, like you said, the new style, the new wave. Everybody.
What works for you
Right.
and what doesn't.
Exactly.
I peeped that about your dad. Your dad, he still kept that foundation, because even when he trains you, you still have that same foundation that Espinosa gave you, and you added to it. Instead of taking away, he didn't take away. He just added things that Espinosa was never really going to teach you, because unfortunately, he had his way of being in Cuba, and he never was able to come to the pro ranks and do the new things that your dad is humble enough to learn. You know what I mean? Because in this game, you're always learning.
Yeah, I completely agree.
What is something that you learned and it still stays with you today from Espinosa?
Footwork?
Yeah, pretty much.
The footwork.
He told me this one thing. He said, you know, one day you're gonna leave me, or you're gonna train with somebody else, but I want you to remember one thing: to never stop moving your feet. And you know, that's.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he literally told me that. It was like one day he was wrapping my hands.
No way.
He was wrapping my hands. He was like, one day, it was like in the first gym,
like in the
first,
Baño que barato.
like before my dad even owned the gym.
Oh my God, the old one. Yeah. Baño que barato, right behind.
Yeah, it was in the gut.
By
Yeah.
Okeechobee,
Who owned it? Jordan. When Jordan owned it.
Yeah.
That gym, that's when he was wrapping my hands one day. I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
It was like, no matter, I was like, fuck you telling me this for? Like, I just started boxing.
Yeah, but now
He's telling me, yeah. And now it all makes sense because it's like the main foundation of my boxing style, really.
Yeah.
He set the foundation for you, man.
Like I said, your dad has implemented that meanness in you, which I love. You know, you proved that last fight.
He really implemented that since I was born, really.
Right.
It was like I had that meanness when I was playing baseball or whatever.
But he
whatever.
developed it.
Right. He made me competitive.
Right.
So my whole life I've been competitive against, you know, playing hide and seek with my family members.
Yeah, no.
I want to go win hide and seek.
Facts.
And you know, he really implemented to win. And when I got into boxing, it was like, okay, I have full control if I win or lose. Before I was playing baseball, you know, I had to rely on my team, which I understand. Like, everybody needs a team, even in boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need your...
Yeah, but when you're in there, you're by yourself.
Yeah, when you're in there, you're by yourself. But everything else, preparation, you need your nutritionist, you need a physical therapist, you need a strength and conditioning coach, you need your trainer, you need your manager, you need your promoter. You know, it's a complete team getting ready for the fight.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you do need a team. People say,
Yeah.
oh, no, it's a one-man sport, which
100%.
it is when you're in there, but you
When
do
you're
need
in
the
there,
team,
but-
the marketing, the
Yeah, but what people don't see
everything.
is what happens outside of the ring.
Right.
You know, all that
After.
hard work, and it's you know, it's everybody got to be in the same the same mental level. You know what I mean? If
Exactly.
not, it won't work out.
Yeah.
And it seems that you and your dad and Mike have really found that level for you guys. Everybody's on the same board. You know, everybody's in the same playing
Definitely.
field. Just a good thing. But since we're talking about coaches and stuff, I wasn't even gonna go in on that. But since we're already talking about coaches and stuff, how do you feel? What positivity has Mike Robles brought to your game? What difference has he brought to it? You know?
Yeah, I feel like he's a great man, a great supporter. Everything. He's the guy that's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
You know, my dad's gonna come up with a plan, and Mike is gonna get everything done.
Yeah, he gets his hands dirty.
He gets his hands dirty. He's doing the dirty
Yeah,
work.
he's even down to jump in that shit and spar.
He's doing 50 rounds of mitts in one day. He's doing one after the other. He's, you know, single mitts. Like, it's just you personal mitts. He's doing the mitts. You know, if he needs you on the bag, if he's working on keeping your hands up with the bag, he's hitting you with the noodle.
Right.
You know, he's doing the dirty work, really, essentially.
Yeah, he gets his hands dirty. He's the one that makes sure you're sharp.
Right.
Your dad builds the game plan.
The game plan.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
The mastermind.
How was going back to Espinosa? How did you feel about the news of his passing? 'Cause I know he was a long time trainer with you, and he saw you grow up. He grew up with you. Like, how was that?
It hurt because, you know, he's my first trainer, and we really built that relationship. I had that relationship, like, that was like...
He was like another father figure to you at that time.
Right.
Man.
At that time, it was like, you know, he was essentially the beginning of my entire career.
Yeah, he was the start to your career.
The start to my career. He was the spark, the initial love for the sport.
Facts.
He established
He established that foundation of moving my feet and doing this, and me thinking to myself in my brain, and, you know, sometimes you hear his voice. To
To this day,
I remember that. Hey, but let me say something.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not only the coach though.
Yeah.
The fighter has to go with the coach, because there's fighters that from birth are flat-footed. You know, they can't really have that footwork. And you guys just linked the rhythm from the get-go, and mine did too. That footwork that we had and all that stuff, it worked out with him. You know what I mean?
well, you just brought up though, man. Tiene miedo. That's crazy, bro. That was his slogan right there.
Yeah, ain't
bro.
nobody ever smacked me harder with a
He was ruthless.
He was
Yeah,
an
nah,
OG,
he was a
man.
tough-
Nah, I remember when I
coach.
was little, he used to let me just punch him,
Yeah, bro.
and I could not hit him. He was like 50, 60 years old, moving his head, and I still couldn't hit him.
Yeah, one of the most talented
and I
guys.
was like 12 years old.
If he would have took that opportunity from Sugar Ray Leonard when he got the we would be talking. We probably wouldn't be talking about Roy Jones. We'd probably be talking about Angel Espinosa. So,
but he wouldn't have been our trainer.
That's true too.
Yeah, so you know, it all happens for
rest in peace. Rest in peace to the champ, man.
I have a question for you, bro. I have a question because you're really tall for the weight class, and your upper body's big. Man, how difficult is it for you to make 140 pounds? Be real, don't lie.
I'm gonna be honest. Like this last fight, it was really easy.
Cakewalk.
It was really easy, especially that I had my nutritionist, Perfecting Athletes. I really ate 3 meals a day every day until the day before the weigh-in, and then
that's it. So it's
they did their little thing, and then I made the weight easy. Really
cool. So let me ask you, how low do you get naturally and you feel fine, and then when does the struggle begin? Weight wise.
Really, this fight it was really easy.
Oh, the whole way down.
The entire way.
Damn, that's awesome.
I say like
145
when you're going to sleep that night on Thursday.
Yeah, you hungry as shit.
On Thursday, you're like, fuck, I want a dinner.
Do you feel you can go down to 135? If you really want, no.
I said it was easy. I didn't say I could go lower.
No. I mean, I could, but I'd be really drained. Like, I'd probably be in that way and like.
Not only that, but the problem is, he could do 135 and beat these prospects. But the problem is when he starts 12 rounders, because remember, the more weight you cut, the longer it affects you later on in the fight.
Yeah.
So
once you start round, your legs are not gonna be there.
doing 10 and 12 rounders, that weight cut will affect.
Yeah, there's only so much weight I could take healthily.
100%.
But at 140, he looks good. You look solid. Like you're tall. So you look.
That was my weight class, but you look bigger than I did.
I know. I'm lifting them weights.
I'm
big.
You do look big.
Talking about weight,
but you fought 140 in the amateurs, so it was like you fought 140 in the amateurs.
It was harder.
So it was like,
for me, it was harder
because you're fighting the same day.
Right.
I'm fighting the day after.
Yeah.
You get to rehydrate.
Yeah, but the crazy thing in the amateurs, you also fought at 140. You fought at 32, 140. You fought at every freaking.
But I was still growing.
Right. Yeah.
Like.
So you weren't pro young. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Your body, your dad put you in the professionalism while your body was. I mean, while you were becoming a man with the man bod type of thing.
Right.
How many amateur fights did you have?
I had 116. Yeah, 16.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
98 and 18.
I know you fought a lot of tough guys and stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
How many national titles did you win?
5.
I know
people don't talk about that.
You were planning on going to the Olympics before going pro. How come you ended up derouting yourself from that and going pro so young?
Really, COVID happened.
COVID.
And we're like, we didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen, so we were just like, you know what? We're just gonna turn pro.
You didn't want to waste no more time.
Right. We didn't want.
You were in the Argentinian team, right?
That's the Argentinian team.
What happened with the USA team? What happened there? I know there's a lot of politics with the USA boxing. A lot of
Essentially, they already had their guy picked. They had Keyshawn Davis.
Without even. They
had Keyshawn Davis and they had Charlie Sheehy, yeah, which is also promoted by my manager. Shout out to Charlie Sheehy.
Yeah, no, he's a good boxer. He's a good little boxer.
He's a good boxer.
He be training with your boy Xander and stuff.
He be training with Xander too and Javier.
So you were training over there in Argentina?
Yeah, I was training over there for like 6 months.
How was that training like? Did you like the environment over there, the air over there?
No.
Why not? What did you not like? I know the food is fire.
For the people that are wondering on why he was training with the Argentinian team, his mom is Argentinian.
Yeah, his mom.
Yeah. I'm half Argentinian,
half Puerto Rican,
half Puerto Rican,
half American. This guy got all types of shit.
I was born here, you know, born in Miami, 305.
Hey, bro, get it right. Hi, Aaliyah, bro. Get it right.
I was born in Opalaka, really.
Shit.
I was raised in Hialeah.
Okay. All right, so what was your question?
Yeah, how was the training over there in Argentina? You didn't like it, you said? Why not?
Not that I didn't like the training. The training was fine. It was just like the living standards. There was like a cafeteria. It was like the cafeteria food sucked ass.
I would think the food would be fire.
We were sleeping in like
the bunk beds.
But it was like 3 bunk beds in one room, and then there was fans. There was no AC. It was just fans. And then you got to hope for a cold night. You just open the fucking window.
But you going through that, man. I mean, it should be a good lesson, or it keeps you motivated. Like, damn, like.
It's all experience.
It's all experience. Like at the end of the day, that's what life is about.
Yeah.
Just having great experiences and experiencing life. The good, the bad. It's all.
Not only that.
It's all a story to tell, really.
For your boxing career, also, it's an experience for your boxing career. Having to go through all these hurdles and stuff like that to get to where you're at right now. Where now you're signed, with a big promoter and stuff. So how did you go about that? About getting signed to Matchroom, man? That's It's big stuff.
It's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Such at a young age.
People from Miami here, I mean, people have 200 amateur fights don't get signed
Yeah.
to Matchroom. So how do you go about that?
Essentially, I have basically the best manager in the world right now.
You do have a good manager.
Shout out to Peter
Shout
Khan.
out to Peter Khan. Yeah. You know, he really just, you know, basically shot me around.
He made the moves.
Yeah. First fight, I was fighting on under top rank, and I got my pro debut. It was on Telemundo.
Yeah,
I got the first round stoppage.
Yeah.
Then my second fight, I left top rank, fought under a Matchroom show. In the Canelo fight, on my second fight, I fought a 6-1.
Yeah.
Harry Gigliotti.
Yeah.
Shout out Harry Gigliotti. You know, he keep winning. But what's it called? And then, you know, he's just shopping me around, getting me great exposure, really.
Right. How did he find you? How did he find you?
He has Xander Zayas, and Xander Zayas introduced me to him.
So that was a connection right there.
Yeah, that was the connection right there. And we already seen what he was doing with Xander.
The connection.
He got Xander signed at 16, so you know he's making these moves. He's at the top of the game right now.
You guys are the two top prospects in South Florida, so
yes, sir.
The connections were there, but also you're a superstar.
Right.
So
yeah, I have the skill, but you know, it's not about what you know; it's about who you know, really, in the business aspect. Because you know the managers, they get good fighters, and then they start blocking out the other good fighters because they want their fighter to win, essentially.
That's how it is.
No.
Boxing's a dirty game, man.
Yeah, it's a business.
It's a business.
It's crazy, man. How like you know the ins and the outs. You know, that's awesome, bro.
That's good. You got to know, man. Especially
my boy here could be a matchmaker, a manager, promoter.
Ready.
He's ready. He's ready for it.
Is your dad and mom are they involved in like the contracts and the negotiations?
Yeah, they always look at the contracts, but essentially my manager makes he has lawyers looking at it. He has me looking at it. He has
you said, you have
it's more than one. It's like 5 people looking at the contract, making sure I'm not. I'm getting screwed. Getting screwed.
No, you have one of the best. You have one of the best managers in the game. That's a fact.
Right.
You know, and like I said, you guys have Xander, and then
Cambosa. He had unified champion at one point.
Yeah, that's big stuff.
You know, he had the female unified champion. I forgot her name right now, but
who was that? The Puerto Rican girl?
No, she's black.
She just became champion right now?
Yeah, I think she had fought Clarissa Shields before.
Oh yeah, HH Diva. That's her social media.
I think that's what it.
I know who you're talking about. But yeah, she's good.
Peter gonna kill me for that one. I forgot her name.
Nah, I know who you're talking about. I know her. So I follow her on social media. I love the way your team, you know, your manager, your dad, everybody, how they're working together on moving your career. But you guys are getting tough fights. Like, you really haven't fought people with negative records, really. Only probably once, right? So why are they moving you that way, you know, so fast in your career already, moving you to, you know, tough competition, you know what I mean? Like, most of your opponents are people that want to win.
That's true. Honestly, it's boring knowing that you're going to go into the fight winning. But I also think that that's the direction the sport's going in. I think
that's the right way to do it.
I think that's the direction it's going in though right now, the sport. I see a lot of prospects fighting other prospects and at such sooner dates.
Right.
You know, you see a lot of 2-0s fighting other 3-0s, 2-0s. And, you know, everybody's trying to prove himself to, you know, get that next chance, get that promotional deal, get that
at the end of
exposure.
The day, fighting the fighters you're fighting are only going to prepare you for later on. Because, you know, going to, you know, other countries to get these easy fights and washing them out quick, it's not really preparing you for anything. And not only that, you learn in the fights that are tough, not the easy fights.
Right, and you got to beat the best to be the best.
Facts.
And I want to be the best, so I got to take those risks.
Yeah, no. I mean, like I said, I think they're moving you perfectly. They're giving you the perfect opponents, you know. And when I say perfect opponents, I don't mean easy work. I mean it's guys that want to win. They might not be on your level, but they want to win.
They're gonna make exciting fights.
And that's the
they're not there to let it down.
And that's the thing with most of these prospects have padded records. You know, even if they have a positive record, some of their opponents, they're not there to win. They're just there for a check. You actually have opponents that want to win.
Yeah, that's
true.
Know,
so and you fought 3 undefeated guys already.
How does it feel to fight under the Canelo undercard? That's pretty badass, accomplishment.
Twice.
Not
Twice,
once,
yeah.
but twice.
I think the first time was more special because it was in my hometown, and I've always wanted to fight in
But how was
the Hard Rock Stadium.
But the crowd over there in Vegas I'm pretty sure was different, right? Or not really?
I mean, it was really early, so there wasn't that many people there yet.
Yeah, because you were one of the first fights.
I was like the third or second.
I know
fight.
Here in Miami, you had a lot of people going for your fight, bro.
I had like 1,000 people there watching me fight.
So yeah, how was that feeling, man?
Yeah, they
Fighting
were
in your
impressed.
hometown?
I remember they were talking about Chris Algieri and all that. He was impressed about how many tickets you guys sold.
Yeah, we had sold.
How was that feeling, man? Fighting in your hometown against your people, man.
I've been waiting for that moment all my life, and to get it so early in my career,
yeah,
it was really a blessing.
Under a big platform, because a lot of people fight locally in small cards. But
I fought in the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah,
like I've always driven past that, and I would be like, "Mommy, one day I'm gonna fight there." You know what I mean? I tell my mom, "One day I'm gonna fight there," and only my second fight, I manifested it basically.
Awesome.
Power of the mind.
That's crazy, man.
You've been moving with your career pretty good, man. Quickly too.
Yeah.
A lot of people take a long time to get to where you've.
Now that you're talking about it, I realized that. Damn, I have a pretty good career so far.
Yeah.
Man, and it's just the beginning, really.
Yeah, it's really just the beginning.
Yo,
I only have
look,
7 fights.
Right. Since we're talking about your opponents and stuff, did you know that one of your opponents has a brother that fights in the UFC?
Who?
Your opponent was Louis Jourdain or Jordan or.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
He's
brother, also an MMA fighter. I think.
Yeah. His brother fights in the UFC.
Oh, for
you
real?
didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he fights in the UFC and stuff. I
think he had a pretty big crowd there when I fought him.
Yeah, no, he has a lot.
Even
of people.
though we fought literally
I know, bro. Yo, I was like this to watching your fight.
I fought after the main event.
I know, because you were a swing bout, right?
Yeah, I ended up being a swing bout because something with his paperwork because he came from Canada and.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Did that bother you? That it was a swing bout? Did it bother you low key?
Be real. You was hungry as shit.
Bro.
You was starving.
I was.
Because you're a superstar,
I was literally
man,
in the back. I told my mom, I was like, go get me some chicken wings. And she came down with some chicken wings, and I ate some chicken wings.
I'll whoop this dude's ass in a full stomach. I don't care. I'm hungry.
I was like, bro, I need something to eat because I hadn't eaten since breakfast.
Let me tell you something. That kid has a lot of experience. He's been fighting since he was a little kid, MMA and boxing and all that. And he was real durable. Yeah, he had decent skills. Not up to par with you, but it was like you said, he was durable. He was there to last.
Yeah, but when you're going against a dog like Mr. Aaron over here, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's 6
foot. He's 6 feet,
long arms.
That's what Nelson do, bro. He gasses people up.
Gassing me up.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna gas you up if you don't got it, but you have it.
Right.
And the fans know that you have it.
Facts. No, you do. You do. I mean, facts.
That's why we have you here. If you were a bum, we wouldn't have you here, bro.
Right.
Why are you saying that, bro?
Let him know.
Oh shit! Listen, are you back in the gym already?
No, not yet. I've been really taking some time off. We've been having camp after camp after camp. So
you haven't taken a break, right? You started at 7 and you've been just fighting.
I've been fighting.
This is his first break really since that amateur.
That's what I'm saying.
This is my first break since I was like 10. Before I started boxing.
And you deserve it because last fight was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, last fight was a war. Really.
A war.
It was a war.
So early on in your career and his career.
I'd say fight of the night. I'm just.
It was. I was.
It was.
Facts.
It was.
Facts. All the other fights were either mismatches. The only 2 other fights from what I remember, I think it was Mark Castro got a knockout.
Yeah,
and Pacheco got a knockout.
Well,
all the other fights were whack, in my opinion. Because even the main event, I like Canelo, not like Triple G, but it wasn't really what it was.
It didn't look like Triple G.
Right, no, it wasn't. So, like, to me, your fight was the most entertaining because it was competitive. Because Mark Castro and Pacheco got knockouts, but, they wiped them out. They weren't the same level.
2 undefeated young prospects coming up.
You guys were near in the same level, and it was dope fight. Let's dig deep on that fight. I want to hear from your experience. What you did good, what you could have done better, or what you would have done different. Let's just dig deep. I want to hear from your.
Essentially, I won the first 3 rounds. Got hurt in the 4th round. Got dropped in the 5th round. I feel like the 6th and the 7th were close rounds. They could have swung either way. And then the 8th round, it was but I would have given him the 8th round too. Essentially, it was 3-3 and then 2 swing bouts. 2 swing rounds.
Yeah.
How many times did you see that video?
Every day since the fight.
If you were to fight,
that's honesty right there. A lot of people would be like, I haven't seen that shit.
Every day since the fight.
If you were to fight him tomorrow, what would you do different?
That's a good question.
I'd make the fight really boring.
That's what me and him. That's what me and him were saying, though.
That's exactly exactly what I said. Which I also said you could have won. I had a conversation similar to this.
Yeah, I was trying to make it
Lewis.
too exciting.
I had a conversation like this with Lewis about his last fight, but you could have won this fight many different ways.
The easier route.
But you could have made this fight an extremely boring fight, and the kid would not have been able to touch you because of the range, the distance difference, the height difference, the reach difference.
The feet work.
And the footwork.
He wouldn't have touched me.
He would have not touched you. Now...
But it is what it is. It happened.
Yeah, but you wanted to make it an exciting fight, which it was.
Right.
You both got a knockdown. You both did your thing. My question to you is, what did you learn from that fight? Because I feel like a lot of the things, off of what you just told me, I feel like a lot of the things you did or didn't do in that fight, you already know.
I feel like he had a great fight, like the best fight he'll ever had, and I had a bad fight, pretty much.
But I gotta disagree with you, man. You had a good fight, bro.
I feel like I had a good fight in the first half, and then I didn't really have a bad fight. It's just what's it called? I got dropped.
You got caught.
That's it. I got caught.
But you know what's good with that? That's an experience that you take with you.
Right.
That's a lesson.
You
guys went to the deep water, so now you know how you can hang in there. Because that guy is also good.
Yeah, bro.
He's special. He's good too. He has a crazy pedigree in the amateurs.
He's not no slouch, bro.
He
had more fights than you.
Yeah, he's not a bum.
He had more amateur fights than you.
And that says
not only that, he caught you because you came inside.
Yeah.
Because when he landed
he caught me because I had my hand down. I did a 1-2.
Well, you high guarded. No, I'm talking about when you came inside that you high guarded. He caught you with the uppercut.
He did
you didn't have to come inside to try to bang. Yeah.
The Lomachenko move.
Did you hear a podcast we were talking? We said that he has a sneaky uppercut, bro. His uppercuts are really sneaky.
Yeah, I listened to it.
It was really sneaky, but it shows a lot about you, man. That you know that fight was tough, and you show that you belong in there.
Yeah,
so it was a good fight.
I'm definitely not one to quit.
Of course not.
Of course not. I mean, that's not in your DNA. I mean,
and you recovered quick.
Recovered
really quick.
You quit, and the problem is not the fight. Is when you can get your ass whipped by your dad.
Nah, but you don't have that quit in you, man. It showed that last fight.
That's not in you, but. Man, to me, like we said, it was not only the fight of the night, it was the most competitive fight. And that's what made it the best fight.
It was the best fight of the night, for sure.
For sure.
Did Eddie Hearn talk to you after the fight?
Eddie Hearns was happy as fuck.
Because it was a great fight.
I was like, why he so happy for a draw?
It was a good fight, though, man.
He loved the fight. He was trying to have me on. He was trying to have me fight in like December.
Oh, really? And it wasn't a bum that you were fighting.
But my manager and some people from Matchroom were like, let's give him the rest of the year off. And
that was gonna be one of the questions I was gonna ask you. So you're aiming.
My bad.
You're aiming. No, you're good. So you're aiming to come back early next year.
Yeah, probably next year, either January or February.
Who do you guys know more or less who ranked? No.
But I'm assuming.
It's gonna be essentially what I've been fighting.
Yeah.
You're not
gonna take a step back.
I'm not gonna go backwards. Yeah. It's either gonna be 8 rounds, 10 rounds.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day,
with a competitive fighter.
Your dad, your manager, probably even Eddie Hearns know what you could have done in that fight as far as making it boring.
Yeah, Eddie Hearns was like, mate, all you had to do was move your feet and you would have won the fight easy.
True.
I mean, the truth is, since we mentioned him earlier, you did it against Harry Gagliotti.
Yeah.
A taller opponent with longer arms that was kind of swinging a little wild. This kid from your last fight wasn't really going to swing well because he's a technical guy.
Yeah.
You know, so you could have done that.
I could have done that, yeah.
You could have, but then again, it would have been a boring fight.
It would have been a boring fight.
Because the Harry Gagliotti fight was kind of boring.
This Aaron Aponte kid is boring as fuck.
Yeah. That Harry fight, you dominated every round.
Yeah, I only got hit 5 times in that whole fight.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But you got a knockdown in that fight too, right?
Yeah, with a jab.
Yeah, you
with a jab, and I hurt him with a 1-2.
Hey man, let's talk about your jab, dog. Yo, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was in the second round against this Fernando Molina kid. Yo, you caught him with a nasty shotgun jab in the second round.
I remember.
Bro, it was so hard. It was so hard that you can hear it.
Yeah.
From the stands, like it was just like. Bam!
And your 1-2s in the early rounds, man, really sharp.
Yeah.
I just hate how you let that go. You want to, obviously please the crowd and bang with him, but damn, that 1-2 that you have.
I don't know. Sometimes I get that in me, and I was just like, I want to fight.
You want to bang?
Yeah.
You're a dog in there.
But I've always been like that.
Yeah.
You know through the amateurs, my dad would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
I want to fight.
Do you want to run it back with him?
Yeah, I do. I do want to run it back.
Yeah, but
it's probably not gonna happen next fight.
It's
probably gonna happen.
As your matchmaker, you can do it. And now that you're telling me that you're gonna box, I'll be confident doing it. But the way I see it is that kid's gonna keep winning fights. You're for sure gonna keep winning fights. Why not make money, big money?
Future.
I think in the future we're gonna fight again.
You know what I mean?
I definitely think so.
Now, my only thing to that, I'm gonna add on to that. My only thing to that is you might move up. He might not meet you up there, so you might never fight him again.
That's true.
You might not.
But me personally, I want that fight back.
Yeah, no,
I want to get it back.
So come February, you want to run it back.
That's your competitive spirit.
Come February, I would run it back, but
it's not, I don't think it's pointless right now.
I say for the money, we're better off waiting for now.
Yeah.
No, for
It's
sure.
true.
For sure.
That was a good fight, man. That's a really fucking good fight.
Yeah, it was a great fight. I think everybody enjoyed it.
A lot of people don't know this about you, but I mean, I grew up with you in the amateurs. You had a shit ton of knockouts in the amateurs.
Yeah,
you was sleeping a lot of people.
How many? Do you recall?
I don't even know.
You don't really keep track of your amateur record.
Amateur
still,
knockouts.
Yeah. Nah, but I remember you were sleeping people since you were 10.
Yeah.
I remember that, man. It was pretty wild.
I remember one time some kid went blind for like 30 minutes.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You remember that? It was in Chico,
I wasn't there.
In Chico's gym.
Yeah, no, but I mean, bro.
And I was like, damn.
And the thing is that you were
up.
dropping a lot of good boxers because you know when you're young, there are a lot of kids not very good.
Plus,
boxers.
you're fighting everybody, so
Right.
you have to fight good fighters.
Right. You were fighting open, so like you were.
It's like whoever comes.
Right, you were
That's
knocking a lot of good fighters out. What are some of the names from the amateurs that you remember that you competed against that are now in the pro ranks and stuff?
I couldn't even tell you really. Probably like.
I know you beat Daniel Bailey at nationals.
I beat Daniel Bailey. I beat Jake Yassi. Sergio Martinez.
You fought a lot of guys.
I fought a lot of guys. I mean, in the amateurs, when you go to the national tournaments, it's like the best of the best.
Do you recall?
You have to fight everybody.
Do you recall what was your toughest fight in the amateurs?
No. I'd say.
Too easy?
No. The toughest fights are always the losses. Like,
tell me if you agree with me. In my opinion, the amateurs is gonna be way tougher than the beginning of your professional career.
yeah, it definitely is.
100%.
Because you're fighting everybody.
The best guys are fighting the best guys.
Always.
In the beginning of your career, unless you're like Aaron, you're fighting easy fights.
Yeah.
You know, because this last opponent was a real fighter.
Yeah.
But your other opponents, although
It was like
they
fighting
were
in the finals in the nationals.
right. Yeah, this kid that you fought, but all your other opponents are good. They're good, but they're not to that level.
They're like,
C
local fighters.
C level. Right.
Do you kind of regret like not going to the Olympics, obviously because of the COVID and stuff? Does they like haunt you a little bit? Like, damn, I could have probably got gold. Nah,
I don't.
They made that money.
I don't really think about it too much. I don't really live my life in regret. I just, whatever happens, and that's what I have to live with. So this is my current situation. This is what I have to live with. I don't. Think
you gotta
about
make the
past.
best of it, and you have. So.
Right, I don't think about
it's not
the
like
past.
it was a negative anyway.
It wasn't a negative.
I just live in the present.
2 Canelo undercards. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
So early on in your career,
Yeah.
you can't beat that, man.
I mean,
shit. Talking
Fuck
about
the
Canelo,
Olympics.
have you spoken to Canelo? Have you like met him, or like have you guys ran into each other?
nah, I've never really met him, to be honest.
You know that Molina was his fighter, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it was on his promotional.
Yeah, Canelo Promotions.
But really, I think like Eddie.
Did you do any research on that kid? Because
it was hard to
Yeah.
find videos. There wasn't so many videos.
I
No, there was footage. Of
Yeah, I watched all his
I
fights.
saw all his fights.
Yeah, I saw all his fights.
But a lot of people were saying that he was the best prospect coming out of Mexico and all this crap, and he was a blue chipper and all this shit. You went out there and it was a razor thin, close
It was a
fight.
close fight. A really good fight.
So now my thing is to all those people that were saying that this is a blue chipper. What's my guy?
Our guy. Shit.
My guy.
My guy. Know your place.
Sit down.
Know your place.
I think I met him first though.
Yeah, he did.
If you met him first,
He did.
Thank you.
He did meet him first. He did meet me first.
How long first? Like a few months before?
He built the gym.
Yeah, I
with me.
remember. I remember.
I wasn't deep with your
I
dad, but we were really...
I never met you at the first.
And you know what's the crazy thing is we both used to train at Ñoque. We used to go
KO
at
Boxing.
different times.
At KO Boxing.
No, I'm talking about the Espinosa's gym.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
It was
that's
called
KO
KO.
Boxing.
Yeah.
It was?
Jordan
It's
used to
KO
own it,
Boxing.
right?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But I used to
Ours is
train at
KO
different
Fitness.
times. Yeah.
The Jordan's is
Knockout,
KO
right?
Boxing.
KO.
We used to train at different times. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I met him first. See?
I used to train with
He's my guy, actually. I'm
No,
the one
no,
now.
he's not.
He's my guy.
You want to bet?
I want to bet.
All right. Who you been through with more?
But who started from the beginning?
Yo, his dad.
Hey,
Wait, hold on, I want to say a story. I want to say
Go,
something.
say it.
I consider myself. I mean, I am
Right.
a pretty hard dude. Like, I'll fight anybody. Yo, his dad almost beat my ass in the calling time. Yeah, we were at national. No, we were at the ringside tournament.
Okay.
And you tried me. You had Cesar in the back, and I tried you back. And your dad got hot because I was, older and stuff.
Yeah.
And your dad got hot at me.
Stop bullying me.
I always saw your dad as like a father figure. So as soon as you tried me, I was like, damn, I can't
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was like, damn, my
But
bad.
who started from the beginning, building the gym?
Right.
You,
Shut the fuck up.
hey, that counts.
Nah,
That's deep. That's
they
deep.
do that.
That's deep.
Yo, they used you.
I don't know what they did. No, they did.
I was there.
He was there. We were there fucking building that gym. So we started, I can say I started from the bottom with you.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
true.
Nah,
So-
you've been there, bro. You've been there. You've been there, and then you were never there, but you've been
And then you disappeared.
Yeah.
yeah, we never saw you again until now, but
I had my shit, I had to
I wish-
go through some things.
Nah,
He started doing mitts and shit.
yeah,
I started doing mace. I was training.
Started
but
going
then-
to other gyms.
now that we're on air and shit, I've never really said this like on a public thing, like on camera and shit. I wish I would have never left the team, dog. That messed up my career for sure. It messed up my career big time. Because I had that accident that I had on my hand, remember, and all that, because I left the team. Because Ramiro was training far as shit. Because I've sat down and I've thought about
You
this
thought
millions
about
of
life.
times of what would have happened if I didn't.
But you
have left.
can't really dwell
Yeah,
on what happened
now
in
it's
the
too
past.
late, right? Now I own we own a podcast and all that, and this is what we do now. But if I would have never left and I would have never had to drive to that far gym, I would have never had to get on that motorcycle to go to that far ass gym. Because your gym was right next to my crib at that time. So, but shit happens. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's life.
It's all about learning, man, and going.
Yep.
Yeah. And now that I'm on camera, I don't give a shit. I'll say it on camera.
Yeah.
Ramiro treated me bad as shit, dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Really bad.
Shots fired?
Yeah,
That's
really,
crazy.
really bad. He tried me.
That's crazy.
he
Me
tried
personally, I
multiple-
wouldn't take that. That's just me though.
he tried me. He tried me multiple times, mostly because of money, really.
Yeah.
You know, but that's wrong. You know what I mean? Because I left the team that I was with since I was a child to be with you. You know, granted, you were on that team as well, right? So, but yeah, he tried me big time. So all these things that I think about, I'm like, damn, you know, it messed up my career. Number one, the hand. Number two, the time.
The Andrew Garcia story.
Story, right?
Backstory.
Yeah, this is actually the shit ain't about me. Switch the camera back to Aaron, dog.
But talking about stories and stuff, man, what's your biggest inspiration?
Inspiration, meaning
That's a great question.
Man, everything
Yeah.
in
Like,
life.
in
life.
What
in your
pushes you?
boxing
What
career,
pushes you to continue in your boxing career and do what you're on your way to?
in my boxing career, I want to be world champion. You know, I want to accomplish great things. But in like the short goal, I want to buy my mom a house. I want to, set my family up
Facts.
for life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the main focus right now. But in boxing, I want to be world champion. I want to be unified world champion. I want to be multiple division world champion.
Let's take it back a little bit. I know you were playing baseball, and obviously you picked boxing, which was obviously a good choice. What makes you as a fighter pick boxing, man? Getting hit in the face when you could have been a baseball player. No, it's true. It's like it's a deep question.
I think about it all the time.
Yo, why am I getting punched in the fucking face,
So
bro?
exactly. So
Nah.
why would you pick boxing?
Nah, I really love the sport, to be honest.
What made you fall in love with it?
Maybe not the training, but the fighting.
Fighting when you're in
The
there.
fighting, I love the fighting. It's just it's
That is
so exciting.
Everybody thinks, oh, the fighting is dangerous. Bro, for a fighter,
That's
that
the
is the
easiest
best part, the easiest part. The grueling part is the training.
The training,
to get there,
the
bro.
eating, the
cutting
sweating.
weight. It's trash.
Yeah.
Even sparring.
The
Because when you
sparring.
spar, you don't have that butterflies inside of you
Yeah.
to fuck his ass up.
Yeah.
I gotta win because it's gonna be on my record.
Yeah.
To sparring, you just
Exactly.
go. I walk in to sparring with a blank brain. That's the best way I can describe it.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not even thinking.
There's no stress.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just-
not thinking in there. Whereas when I'm gonna fight, I'm always thinking like shit up, jab him, not
Yeah.
get counted by right hand and shit. So
Talking about sparring, you have a lot of great sparring partners in your gym. So let's talk about one of your best sparrings that you've had.
I wasn't really gonna go in on that. He did.
Yeah. He want to bring the drama out.
Yeah, but he,
No, you don't have to just who are big
no,
some
but you
good
spar
names.
with Luis Melendez.
Luis Melendez, yeah.
Tank.
Luis Melendez.
You spar Tank?
I sparred Tank, but I didn't really like spar Tank.
But it was still good rounds. I mean,
I
right?
sparred him, but
You use your footwork.
really, it was his first day back, and he didn't really he wasn't really throwing too much.
It's still
it was
experience
me.
in
It
the
was
back.
me and Xander. Me and Xander sparred him the same day.
I seen that, but
Yeah.
I saw you guys when you were like 16, 17 sparring.
Yeah, we're
one
on the
time.
younger side,
I haven't seen you guys spar ever again.
Oh no, I'm not saying I sparred Xander. I'm
Oh.
saying me and Xander sparred.
But you have
Javante.
sparred Xander one time.
Yeah. We used to
I
spar
saw,
when we were little.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah,
was
but that was when he was little.
Yeah, I
He's
sparred.
big as fuck now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big, bro. He's mad big. He's like your height, but he's like
Yeah,
he's
but
more
he's
filled in.
swole now.
big as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got big.
Who are your top 3 favorite boxers right now?
Nah, before you answer, I got a better question.
I know you're gonna say it. I know you're gonna say it.
Not that. I'm not gonna go in on the Errol Spence.
All right, good shit.
Because I already know he's gonna say.
Keep on.
Yeah, he already knows what I'm
I already
gonna
know
say.
he's gonna say.
I saw he voted for you, so just move forward. Your dad and Mike, they voted for Errol.
Errol?
Yeah, they did.
Hell no.
I saw that, but that's not the point. That's not the moral of the story. I want to ask you is, how many weight classes do you think you can and want to go through in your professional career? That's a good ass question.
160.
You're at 140 right now, but you're
160,
fucking big.
I'm saying 160 look good, maybe 168. I mean,
Really?
Canelo.
You want to go up to super middleweight?
Canelo is how tall? How tall is Canelo?
He's like 4'7".
4'7".
He's like 5. Now we met Canelo.
Yeah,
we
he's
met
short.
Canelo.
He's short.
Bro,
He's
he was
short.
like to us
Like
to
over
here. Yeah, he's small.
He's like,
And I was like
5'8".
5'11" at that time. I'm 6'1" now.
But he's like 5'8". I'm 6 foot tall. You know, give or take.
Yeah, you 5'11", dog. You
5'11".
But what's it called?
You're only 21, so
Yeah.
you still
So
have a
you
long
think-
way.
I think
realistically speaking, you can go to middleweight.
I can go to middleweight.
Damn.
And he's
168.
thinking about going to heavyweight and shit.
Yeah.
It's cruiserweight, heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do. Well, in 140, you're already there. You could do welterweight easy.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you could do
Obviously,
right
I
now.
can make it right now,
No,
yeah.
you could do welterweight right
do
now.
a little bit of weight
You could
training
even
and I'll
do-
be straight.
You could even do with 3 months of weight training. You could do 154 right now. 160 later on in his career once your legs get built, because up top you're big.
Yeah.
You know, I know your legs got to build up for 160, so you can take those shots.
Yeah.
Although you don't take much shots.
Yeah. I try to avoid that. Yeah, I try not to get hit.
So now,
Go ahead.
So now,
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna interrupt you again. Crawford or Spence?
Crawford!
that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's a
Bro,
fact.
Crawford,
It's cool.
Crawford is way better, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He's way better.
We don't care about that right now. We care about the champ right here. We care about you. You're the
No,
champ.
I like having these conversations.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're a boxing purist, so you're gonna talk
That
about
shit down. Give me your top 3. Your top 3 fighters right now.
Crawford,
Just rubbing it in my face.
Crawford, Canelo. Just because Canelo basically doing it like no other right now. And what's a good third one? I like Loma, bro. I like Loma.
Yo, he
Special.
said my list.
Yeah, he said
He
basically
said
your
my
champ.
list.
I
That's
like
my
Loma.
list. My top 3 are.
You sound like a fanboy.
Yeah,
list.
Facts. My top 3 are Canelo, Crawford, and Loma. And when I'm
Loma's really slept on.
Lomachenko doesn't deserve to be at number 3 on the pound for pound list. This is my list. He doesn't deserve to be on that pound for pound list as far as number 3 because he lost to Teofimo Lopez. But as far as my list goes, he's up there.
And even then, you never know what could have happened with that Teofimo fight with
His
you know,
shoulder,
his shoulder.
so all
so.
messed up. So yeah, that's true.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, you can't take
Teofimo
nothing
won.
away from
Yeah,
Teo.
you can't take it from
he
Teo. Teo won
showed
that
up.
fight.
No, he showed up.
Teo came to win and he won.
And was it the last round or it was the last round.
And
They banged it out, and Teofimo pulled that round out. So that's why.
Who's your favorite 140 at your weight class?
140?
Besides you, because I know obviously,
Aaron?
but
Yeah.
the fuck?
besides okay, so who,
Fuck everybody else.
140, yeah.
Fuck 140.
so who's number 2 that you would love to fight, like a big mega fight?
Okay, that's a better question. Who would you love to fight? Who's your dream
Yeah,
fight at
Josh
Josh
140?
Taylor right now.
Josh Taylor?
Josh Taylor.
Nah, I want all the belts, really. I don't care
Whoever
I have
has
to
the
fight.
belt.
Yeah, whoever has the belts. That's who I want to fight.
Now I'm bringing this up. It's gonna be more deep. You being obviously half Puerto Rican and half Argentinian. What boxing style do you like more? Do you like the Miguel Cotto, Trinidad? Do you like the Sergio Martinez, Maidana? Hey, that's a tough. Hey, I don't know. You
I
never
know the answer. I'm gonna let him say whatever.
Obviously,
the
I
fuck he
know you
wants
might
to.
say the Puerto Rican, but damn, Sergio Martinez was a badass. Maidana was pretty badass too.
Yeah.
So the thing,
Honestly,
go ahead.
when I grew up, I was growing up watching Puerto Rican fighters.
Me too.
Trinidad.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
at that time, there wasn't really a lot of
Right.
Argentinian fighters.
Right. When I was watching Argentina, I was watching soccer. I wasn't really watching too many Argentinian fighters. Like when I started watching Argentinian fighters, I was watching Lucas Matisse.
Oh, damn.
Lucas Matisse, and I remember.
Throwback. At 140.
Yeah, and I remember when he fought Danny Garcia, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, nah, we were all going for Danny Garcia though.
No, you were going
I
for
was
Danny
going-
Garcia.
you were going
I
for
was going
Lucas.
for Lucas Matisse.
Yeah.
I
Nah.
think we watched that fight together.
Yeah, we did at your
At my
dad's
house,
house.
yeah.
I remember.
Sergio Martinez was a GOAT, man.
Yeah.
He
Your
started
dad
late,
was going for
22.
Danny Garcia too, though.
Yeah, my dad was going. He's
He's
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican though.
I was studying with my mom.
So what do you like better, Puerto Rican food or Argentinian food?
I say the meat,
The
like
meat
the
is-
asado.
Nah, Argentina.
Argentinian. But like the rice, beans,
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah.
And
no.
like the pork, I think the pork Puerto Rico got to beat.
Nah, but the steak, as far as steak goes,
Steak,
it don't get better than
Argentina.
Argentina, bro.
And talking about countries, do you visit Puerto Rico often?
I've visited both countries. I haven't visited both of them in a while. I've been
Yeah, you
busy
went- the last
with
time you-
fighting
You were young
with
too.
my
when you were
career.
fighting, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I've lived over there for like, not lived, but like for a whole summer. I went over there and I trained for boxing when I was like 13.
It's a cool
And
experience.
I came back only
Puerto
throwing left
Rico?
hooks
Puerto
No,
Rico?
Argentina.
in Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
So you've been to
When I was like
both.
13. I didn't go to Argentina till I was like
Yeah,
17,
you were
18.
17, 18.
So you were more mature, so you were able to like experience it better.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, when I was in Argentina, but I think I like Puerto Rico. Like, no, that was bad. I shouldn't have said that.
We'll edit that part.
We're gonna cut this shit already.
Edit that part.
Nah, you don't have to cut it out. Just
it's
what's it
cool.
called?
It's Gucci. I mean,
I like Puerto Rico and like the land. You get me? You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it because
I've never been to
I feel like-
Argentina, but man, there's like 300 girls to every one guy in Puerto Rico. That's a fact, bro. I fought at Puerto Rico and I went to the mall. I swear to God, bro, you'll be walking and there'll be like 13, 14 girls would walk by and you'll see your first guy and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, there's no male species here, bro.
We can't show this interview to your mom. She's gonna be really
Yeah,
mad.
she's gonna be pissed.
How you gonna
Nah,
pick
but
Puerto Rico?
I love Argentina. I love Argentina. It was a great experience over there. Like when I went with my mom, to go visit first.
Oh, I remember. Yes.
I went with my mom to go visit first.
This is like 2013.
No.
No, this was later, right?
Yeah, this was recently.
This was later.
You're talking about Puerto Rico. When I
Yeah,
went
I'm
to Puerto
talking
Rico,
Puerto Rico. When you went to Puerto Rico for a
Yeah.
whole summer.
for a whole summer.
Yeah,
and I came
I
back.
remember that.
Yeah, I trained over there with like, I don't even remember who.
Yeah, no, but I remember that.
Yeah. But I trained over there for like 2 months, and then I came back only throwing left hooks. and then I started fighting with like Puerto Rican shirt.
That's my favorite punch.
Where did the alien king come from?
Basically,
I've heard this story 100 times.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Hey, you gotta give it to our audience.
my dad called me alien because of my work ethic and how hard I worked. He was like, "Oh my God, you're out of this world," you know. And then Mike called me king
So it just
because I was like
Perfect.
the king of the gym or whatever. And we just put it together, really.
it's a dope name though, man.
Yeah,
It's
That's really
unique.
dope.
It's unique. You know, you can build a brand off of it, though.
yeah. It's pretty cool. Looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Shout out to-
Hey,
shout
wait,
out
hold
to-
up. Hey, put
Tyson.
the cat.
Podcast, you feel me? Gotta
You know,
get the shirts.
you
feel
know.
me? Oh,
Hey.
oh,
And
fresh.
he got the whole thing on. He even took
got
the
set
wrapper
up.
off the
No.
water bottle.
No free promo.
No free promo.
Yeah,
Hell no.
facts. Ain't nothing free in life. But damn, man, I wanna say that I am super impressed with the way your career has been moving forward, bro.
Yeah.
Like from the kid that used to cry from not being able to beat somebody's ass. Yo, he used to
I
cry.
remember those
He
days.
used to cry because he couldn't beat your ass. You know what I mean?
I remember
So
those days.
now, like, that's crazy, bro. How like life
Yeah.
changes.
And it's crazy, like seeing you from a little kid being 7, 8 years old
Yeah.
to being close to making those top checks, man.
Yeah, man. It's been a journey.
Like it's crazy.
It's been a crazy journey. Like I look at life and it's like, wow, I'm so grateful for everything that's happening. The upset, the downs. It made me all who I am.
Yeah.
I know your parents are really proud of you, man. Your parents did a great job raising you, especially your dad that has been involved 24/7 with your
Yeah.
boxing career, man. Shout out to Chino, man.
Yeah,
He's
my
been a great guy.
dad quit his job. He bought the gym, and that's all he's been doing. He's been focusing on my dream.
That's
His dream is making my dream come true.
That's facts.
And my
That's
mom
crazy.
has really been the support system and, keeping us afloat, really. She's the one that was getting us to the tournaments. She was the one booking the flights. She was the one booking the hotels. She was making everything happen. And then my dad was doing everything else, the boxing.
Like you said, man, it's all a teamwork.
Right.
Without them, you
it's
wouldn't
always
be
been
who you
a
are.
teamwork. Ever since, even when I was just in the amateurs, it was me and my parents. And it was just us against the world, really.
That says a lot, man. Your dad quitting his job to fulfill your dreams, man. That says a lot
Right.
about your dad. He took the big risk and it paid off.
I see it as an investment,
A great investment, yeah.
He's investing his time and effort into me to make me a millionaire and I'm gonna make him a millionaire right back.
So what? Talking about the millionaire, when you get that $1 million check, that it's coming, baby.
Yeah.
What do you do with that first mil?
I pay everybody.
I'm in debt, dog.
I'm paying my manager. I'm paying my dad. My dad and Mike. You know.
Yeah, he gonna stay with like $500,000.
You gonna give
I'm
us a
paying
little
my
son,
taxes,
right? You gonna give us
and
a
I'm
little
buying
son.
my mom a house.
He gonna have 500 mil to waste. I mean, 500K to waste. Ain't gonna be no mil.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
I'm not really like a material. I just
You're a simple champ. Simple.
Yeah. I want experiences. I feel like experiences are better than material things. But also having that fast car is an experience.
That's deep though, man. You being 21, being so young in your career, and you saying that, man, says a lot about your
you're
character,
well spoken, man. Like, you know, the way you express yourself, and you say the right things at the right time. So that's.
I mean, I really just say what I'm thinking.
Good to hear. Good that your brain is thinking correctly.
Yeah.
Hey, something that we didn't talk about when we spoke about your fight, but I want to jump on that before we finish up real quick. What was the expression from Mike and your dad after that last draw you had, the only draw you have?
They like tough fights. They wanted me to win. Obviously, everybody in the team wants you to win.
Of course.
But I'd say just more to work on. You know, we're always getting better. We're always getting better and better. So we got to do what we got to do. You know, you're never gonna be the perfect fighter, but that's always the goal: be the perfect fighter. You know, if you got hit, you got stuff to work on. If you got, you know, I want to go into the ring and I want to knock him out in the first 10 seconds and not get hit not one time. Until that happens, I'm not the perfect fighter.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I
That's
still got more to work on.
Yeah. At the end of the day, in this game, you're always learning.
Yeah.
Even all the way to the Canelos and Lomas and Crawfords.
Exactly.
It's pretty dope that you have your own gym. We haven't talked about that, but that's pretty
Yeah.
dope, man. How does it feel to have your own gym that you know you can go there whenever you want,
Yeah.
anytime? That's a
perfect.
luxury, man.
It's perfect because I remember in COVID, everything was shut down.
That investment paid off.
My dad was like, "We going to the gym. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, of course.
Me and you, we go to the gym. We
Of
training.
course.
That's
It. So it has its advantages.
well, champ, man. It's been a fucking pleasure having you here,
Yes,
man.
sir.
It's been a long time coming, man. And before you go, man, this is
What's
gonna be real special, man. You gotta
Tight shit,
sign
tight
this
shit.
glove right here, dog.
I got you.
Make sure you give him a good part of the glove to
The
sign.
champ picks wherever he wants to pick, champ.
Okay, yeah,
You're the
you're
champ.
right.
You pick.
I got you.
You're right.
Make it a good spot though. You
I
feel
got
me?
you.
'Cause it has to be.
Oh, make it a good spot. Make it a good. What the fuck I just said?
Right here for good.
Put your record
What's
in.
it called? I really like what y'all doing here. To be honest,
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you,
y'all
champ.
really doing. I really think this is gonna be something big.
It's gonna be a household name.
Yeah.
It's on the way, and you are too.
At least in the boxing world.
It is. It's going to be.
Put today's day in your record.
Got you. What I put first? The date.
Doesn't matter,
Whatever you
bro.
want,
However
champ.
you
You the
want.
champ, man. You make the calls.
However you want, bro.
Man, seeing him
That's-
8 years old, man, to now 21, signing the glove on our podcast, man. It's crazy how the world works, man.
I have a picture of Aaron and I.
Today's date 10.
You were like 10.
When the 23rd.
23rd. Aaron was 10. I was probably like 16 or something like that. His size looks hilarious. How small and skinny he
It was
was.
scrawny, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, don't call my boy scrawny, bro. I could say that shit.
Right? That's just crazy.
Check that.
I kind of.
Check that out right there, though. Check
that's
that
a dope-ass
out.
signature,
Dope-ass signature. Woo. Thank you, champ. Appreciate that.
I appreciate it. Yeah, brother.
Nah, but y'all really gonna do something big here. I really believe in y'all. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you just keep getting more guests and talking y'all shit.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, champ.
Facts,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Yeah,
It's
man.
coming, man. It's coming.
That means a lot coming from you, dog.
Yeah.
It does.
You don't give a lot of compliments. You leave me on
Yeah.
red on the text all the
That's
damn
true.
time.
That's true. That's true.
He leaves you already. He don't
Nah,
leave
but
me already.
I really do like this shit. I really like the environment. Is very relaxed and you know you guys are easy to talk to.
Appreciate it, dog.
Thank you for taking the time of your
easy
day, man, to
talk
come.
too, man. You're
Love you
easy to talk-
guys.
Yeah, love you too. Dog. Hey, nobody would think he's a pro
It's like, we
boxer.
really started from the bottom though, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
building the gym together, etc. Man, it's nice to see, man. Everything happening now, man. You gotta relish those moments, man. I guess it's really nice, man.
Even the bad parts.
Even the bad parts.
You gotta just enjoy them really, cause
In like 4 years.
it all happened for a reason.
In like 4 years from now, I say 4 to give a good amount of time. Could be 2, could be 3. Is when we can really appreciate all those
Sacrifices.
hard headaches that we had. You know, all the sacrificing we did. Unfortunately, I couldn't continue on with my boxing career, but I'm
You
doing
got
it
something
now
else.
this way.
It's another
so-
output.
And then you are gonna take it. I told my girl one time the other day. I feel like Aaron, like when I stopped, I feel like he kept on from where I was at.
kept growing as a
Even at my
fighter.
weight class and all, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's super dope, man. But bro, look, I can't wait to see your next performance, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'll be waiting for the date. Thank you for coming on with us and talking about your career. I love your parents. You know that. They're doing a great job with you, and I can't wait to see you win a world title soon, bro. It's gonna be around your waist soon, and I can feel it.
You reading off a script right now?
Huh? Oh, for sure. You think I'm gonna remember all this shit? I'm not gonna remember this. But this I didn't write. This is coming off the top.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to your fans, your supporters?
No. I'm just fucking.
Alright,
Hey,
this is done.
Nah, everybody, thank you for supporting me, in this journey. We have a lot more to learn. We're going to get better and better, and it's only up from here.
Facts,
baby.
Facts, man. Everybody, Aaron, Alien King Aponte is gonna be a household name in the next year or two. Just wait on it. Man, you're the closest friend I had in boxing growing up. That's pretty cool that I have you here now, and I still see that your career is moving forward, and it's a great feeling. Not aside from you, but for me, it's a great feeling as well, bro. And to see that your dad also
Seeing me win.
Yeah, facts. No, it really is, bro. You want to say something to my boy real quick?
Be great.
Your boy? My boy. Remember, I know him longer. We've been in there.
You know him 6 months longer. Shut the fuck up.
Those 6 months make a big difference. But now,
Bro,
on the
say
real,
something before I whoop your ass.
Man, Aaron, man, thank you for coming. Taking the time to come here on a Sunday. You didn't have to, and you did. Appreciate it, man. You're gonna be a champion
I'm
soon.
sorry
man.
I missed the first one.
It's all good. It's all good. But you made it. You made it to our 12th episode, man. Shout out to you, man. Really
sir.
appreciate it. You're gonna be a champion one day, man. I can't wait for you to come here with your belt, man.
Hell yeah.
And when you become a champion,
Definitely,
man.
I'm going to come here.
When you become a
for sure you
champion,
will.
the first place you gotta go to when you come to Miami, obviously you gotta go home, etc. But to our podcast, man, you gotta
got
bring
you.
that belt right
Of
here.
course.
He will. I don't doubt that.
I
Of
will.
course, no, I know, but
Don't worry about it.
I want to know if you remember this. And then we're gonna cut the camera real quick because he's
Alright, go
gonna
ahead.
talk mad shit. Do you remember the time that me and him sparring? I beat his ass.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
no.
I remember that shit.
Hey,
No,
thank you all
no,
for
no,
you.
no, no, no,
Thank you all. Thank you all
It's
for you.
bullshit. It's bullshit. No, hold on.
Thank you
Hey,
all.
Bert, put the camera on me, Bert.
No.
It's
Have a nice
bullshit.
night.
It's
Man.
bullshit because he wasn't even there.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I was there.
No, you weren't there.
I was there.
He was there. Yo, you just don't want the ass whooping, dog. He was
we
there.
gotta make a lie with your dad because the only
Dog.
person that was there was your dad.
And your dad
I
knows
was
what
there.
happened, and he was there.
I don't think it was
If my
there.
dad was there, I was there.
Hey, listen, I'm cutting it. Thank you all for
Alright.
viewing. Like,
He didn't want my ass though.
bro.
He didn't.
Hey,
He
my man.
didn't want my ass though.
I almost stopped. This off
No,
the
he
reel.
didn't. No, he
Oh
almost
my
stopped
God.
me. He almost.
Bro, I had him in the ropes and all, dog.
I wouldn't say he almost stopped you, but
I didn't drop him
it was
or
like,
anything like that.
it was like you're getting your ass
He
whooped.
gave me the better work. He gave me the better work.
Right.
But that's it though.
We don't fight no more. Now we just make money together,
Yeah.
dog.
But the first time I fucked him up.
he didn't.
So that's that.
No, he didn't.
I gotta bring Momo to this shit. I gotta bring Momo to everybody.
Hey, thank you all for viewing, like, comment, subscribing. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you gotta do. Stay tuned for next weekend. It's gonna be dope.